So as I mentioned before, we have here our friend and a very, very, very good professional, and I really admire, and we are very happy to have him here. Iyad Kayali from Greek Destinations.
Τεστ, τεστ, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Μια χαρά. Fantastic. Okay. Thank you again for Elafonisos Eco. Ναι, και τώρα πάμε στα ελληνικά να εξηγήσουμε λίγο για το Green Destinations και τι είναι ο αηφόρος τουρισμός.
And sustainable tourism is, because we've been talking about sustainability, sustainable tourism, but many of us don't know what this is. So I was thinking about how I can explain it to you in a fun way, and I decided that I'm going first to share with you what it is not. And the answer will be given in images. This is not sustainable tourism. This is in Venice. Let's go to Greece. Same thing. This is not sustainable. I think this beach is in Crete. That was empty 10 years ago, and now it looks like that, packed with people. Mallorca, same thing. They want to change their business model as well, because young Germans keep drinking beer from a bucket. Is this the tourism we want for our country? And the same happens in Greece, Laganas, in the island of Zante. A drunken tourist beat a police officer. It could have been in Ibiza, Texas. It could have been anywhere. This place, even though it's in Zante, has nothing Greek about it. And here are some articles about tourism in Greece. And another article titled "Is Over-Tourism Ruining Greek Beaches?" There are many examples on where we could end up if we don't pay attention, and that's another article whose title is "Tourists Go Home." In Athens, people are fed up with tourists and they want to go back to the places because they've dominated the center. We can no longer have a good quality of life. It's no longer our city. And this will happen on the islands as well. Here are some questions. What do we want from tourism? Do we want our country to be packed with tourists for 3 months and then to get empty? Do we want to give priority to tourists or citizens or both? So there are many bad consequences from tourism, non-sustainable tourism. So what is sustainable tourism? I really like this saying, leave nothing but footprints. So take nothing but photos. That's the tourism that's taking into account its current, future, economic, social, and environmental impact. That's sustainable tourism. What this means for Greece? It means that we want to extend the season. We want to preserve our tradition. We don't want to be just a cheap destination for tour operators. That's an infographic about sustainable tourism. So it's environment, economy, society, and sustainability is right in the middle where the three circles meet. And the last infographic. Sometimes we measure success of tourism with the number of guests, customers, sales, turnover from flights, number of cruise ships, but we don't take into account the other side of the coin. Biodiversity, authenticity, environment, values, tradition. Our solution, our proposed solution, is a green destination certification. It's for businesses and destinations, but I will talk about the certification for destinations. A destination can be sustainable if some best practices are implemented. Some things are already being done. A Dutch company which is active throughout the world, from Colorado to Australia, from Nepal to Malta, and has managed to help many destinations get this certification. I'm both Greek and Canadian and Lebanese, and I have helped destinations from Aqaba in Jordan to Slovenia to get the certification, but unfortunately in Greece there is still no interest for that kind of certification. However, this starts changing. Our methodology is about the sustainability management guidelines. The criteria and the outcomes should be measurable. We cannot just say that we reduced plastic. How much? Was it 10%, 20% year to year? So we have to measure everything using the dedicated software or a simple Excel sheet. Of course, we need to preserve the environment, tradition, and the well-being of the people that live in the destination. Let's not forget about the residents. Don't sell out your soul for a few more tourists. Now, we are going to talk about the certification for businesses, enterprises. We have a very simple solution for businesses. Again, by assessing certain criteria. If they meet these criteria, they can get the certification. Again, we measure the outcome. So the quality of water, good employment practices, whether they care for the environment, whether they have used PVs or in general renewable energy resources. So we measure the score to see how well they've done. Some people say to me, why should I do that? What's the benefit? First of all, we do know that tourists everywhere are looking for more sustainable tourism. Activities in nature, environmentally friendly hotels. We know that because Booking.com conducts many surveys every year, and we can see that the numbers are increasing, are getting higher every year. Also, the business and the destination brand gets a better reputation if it's sustainable and green. Guests are more satisfied. So guests do indeed look forward for more environmental friendly practices and environmentally aware practices, so they can better identify with the destination if they see that there are such practices in place. So there are many reasons why we should be more sustainable. And the plus one is that we can get the certification when we meet all these criteria. Again, some figures. that confirm that sustainability is the way to go. We are present in 400 destinations in 24 countries all over the world. We have helped 400 businesses in 24 countries. The certified destinations amount to 500, and we have a network of 40 partners, including Booking.com. So that's important for hotels. When a business gets the green certificate, the sustainability certificate, this becomes visible in their Booking.com page. So there is a huge benefit, and this hotel will attract more people. It's not that expensive. It can be just 400 euros for a small or medium business. For a big resort, it might be 1,000 euros. And this money, of course, returns to the business person because they will cut down on their energy, they will save energy, they will cut down their energy cost. There are various levels, so those that are not that green can go to the first level. This applies to both businesses and destinations. So here you can see the levels and the steps, but there are sub-levels within the 3 levels. We don't want to punish any business for not being green. On the contrary, we want to assist all businesses and destinations to get greener. These are our 10 principles, the 10 themes that we cover. Principles that guide us, including people, nature, water, waste management, and of course, how this green message is conveyed to the people, the guests, the potential clients. Here are some examples for plastic-free touristic products. There is proof that by getting greener, getting more sustainable, you get more business. That's all, more or less. These are some organizations with which we've been cooperating to promote the certified destinations and businesses. That's all. That's my message to you for today on why it is important to certify either our touristic business or a tourist destination in order to attract more quality tourists and guests. Thank you very much.